Hello. Welcome in. Have you come to learn about your powers? You have? Lovely. Well, we'll need to start by taking some notes about who you are. So first, let me just have a look at you. Okay. Have you ever tried to have your powers assessed before? This is your first time. Well, I'm very excited for you. Have you been experiencing any shifts in mood or any sort of power blips, anything accidental? Okay, so it's a hereditary thing for you, but you haven't experienced any bits of your power? Okay. Just taking note. Do you know the name of your family line? The power line that this would be? Okay. You've just recently discovered that powers exist? I'm so sorry. Okay, well, hopefully we can figure this out for you, because powers are very important to us, as you know. Well, as I hope you'd know, they can help you find your life's path. They can make things more convenient, right? Okay. Did I already ask you your name? Great, thank you. And how do you spell that last part? Okay. And your age, darling? Okay. And when was it that you learned about the magical world? Okay. Well, I see. So you were adopted into just two human family. Okay. Well, welcome back. How was it in the human world? Interesting. I know. We are kind of just like an alternative dimension. Not a lot is different, but a lot is different, you know. Do you like your name, by the way? Are you hoping to change it? Because we can do that here as well. Okay. Well, if you need to, let me know. We'll do it free of charge. It's not often you get people who just learned about the world of powers, you know? And we just hate when our names don't match the types of powers we have. Like when your parents name you Midnight, but you have the power of the sun. It's just kind of weird. But you can't predict what kind of powers you have, so we just have to do our best. Just taking a few notes. Sorry, dear. Just gonna make sure I have all this written down. Okay. Well, there are a few different ways we can go about this. Sometimes your power sits right on the top of you and it's easy to just feel out, but if that does not end up being true for you, we might have to dig deeper and use some more traditional methods, okay? Alright, so first I'm just going to try and feel if the power is radiating off of you. If you wouldn't mind just staying still here. Just going to see if I can feel it at all here. I can definitely feel something, but we'll see if I can pick up anything more definitive for you. Yes, I come from a long line of power diviners, actually. I have other little abilities as well, but this is the most powerful of them. If I get closer to you, perhaps. I'm not detecting anything particular, so I think we're going to have to move forward with a few different methods and see if we can hone in a little bit better. So let's just get started. Alright, so first, this might seem a little silly to you since the power world is brand new, but sometimes the lines of our palms can tell us a little bit about what type of magic and power we hold. So go ahead and give me this hand here. Thank you. Let's see here. I'm just going to examine your hands here. So feeling this line here, you have two very strong lines in your palm, which means that you descend from very ancient power, which probably means that is why your power runs quite deep, not just surface level, you know? Alright, let's see here. I'm just going to actually take this just to take a little bit. Okay. I see. So on your pinky here, you have a little bit of an X right at the base, and that can indicate water magic, but it seems as though it is next on your ring finger to the triangle, which might also indicate that you have mind magic. So let's continue down here. Not seeing anything on your middle finger, but your pointer finger does seem to have a long line that just kind of descends, and that is an ancient one that you don't see very often, and kind of indicates the weaving of magic. So you may have multiple types of magic, which is not common but has happened before. So I'm just gonna have you flip your hand over for me, okay? Alright, and the back here. Do you have any freckles, scars? This side is looking quite clear. Alright, so go ahead and give me this hand as well. Alright, let's see. Oh, the back. Okay, so you do have a freckle down here, which does indicate that your power storage is going to be more in the center of your body as opposed to some who store it up in their head or in their hands or sometimes even down closer to their feet. But your power storage is going to be right in the center. So when you go looking for it, trying to pull the strings, trying to pick the threads and use your magic and wield it, that's where you're going to go looking for it, okay? Alright, so let's see here, any scars, any other markings? Alright, got just a little scar up here on your middle knuckle. Alright, here. Do you know where you got that from? From falling, okay. So there will definitely be a little bit of air magic involved within you as well. Wow. It might just be that you can choose what you'd like to wield at what time, which is very rare. And flip for me. Okay, let's see. I'm seeing similar markings as before, but I'm looking for one in particular, which I feel like you might have here. Yes. Alright. There was a line that connects your pointer finger to your thumb, almost like a J. And you do seem to have that. And that is more electrical, which can sometimes be fire, sometimes be electricity, static, and sometimes just sort of heat. So we'll have to dig deeper into that. This did give me a good indication of what else we can do, but I still am not quite sure what your main magic might be. Alright. Okay. So, I'm going to pick a couple of colors out, and I'd like for you to tell me what they remind you of. Alright? Let's try this one. Can you see this color well? This is a deep blue. Does this color remind you of anything in particular? Deep blue, what does that signify to you? Okay, and does it make you feel comfortable? Does it make you feel no type of way, or does it make you feel sort of anxious? Okay. Next color is this yellowy green. Are you able to see this color well, or does it get drowned out by the lights? Okay. And does this make you feel comfortable? Does this make you feel excited? What feelings do you get from this color? Okay, not your favorite. Good to note. And I'll draw one last color here. Alright. The last color I've drawn for you is this bright pink. It's bright pink, if you can see it here. Bright pink. Do you like this color more or less than than just the other two that I've pulled for you? Okay. And what do you associate with this bright pink? What, if anything, do you associate with this bright pink? Okay. Very good. Very good. That does tell me a little, but it does muddle up some other things, so I have to do some magic math for just a moment. Pink and blue matches came out together. That can mean some very, very deep power, but it does not tell me where. So I'm going to have to pull out the next cards here. Alright. We might be able to glean a little bit more from these cards that I have here. So I'm just going to pull them out. And depending on what we get, we'll know more. So, our first card. London Fog. London Fog. A London fog is a latte of black tea, leaves soaked in bergamot peel oil, then brewed in warm milk and sweetened with vanilla syrup. This beverage is a favorite winter ritual, and this aromatic replication is every bit as cozy and comforting. The uplifting bergamot rushes out to meet you first, then settles into the more subtle tea, vanilla cream, and honey notes. Alright, now I don't want you to give me any opinions on these cards until the last one, alright? Let's see which one I'll pull out next. Persephone. Persephone. Persephone represents all that comes alive in the spring and the land becomes fertile. This is a voluptuous blend of ripe fruits and lush florals that evolve slowly to a darker underworld. Top notes of pomegranate, fig, strawberry, and they are supported by a heart of mimosa, jasmine, and tuberose, evoking the energy of life returning. Persephone. Persephone. The next card I'm pulling for you is 1993. 1993 is a nostalgic interpretation of an era of counterculture emerging from the underground. The analog world contained mysteries and surprises that no longer exist. A sweet incense heart is cut with the subversive base of sandalwood, patchouli, and saffron, recreating a sense of the early 90s uncertainty. Leave a message and I'll call you back when I'm home. And the next card, Black Iris. Black Iris. Black Iris emulates the soft, fleshy blooms of this gorgeous muse. A soft and iridescent overtone of violet is nestled in a creamy base of orris butter. A precious material, the iris rhizomes are aged for years to develop the deeply elegant base note of orris, commonly used in love spells and to enhance feminine power. Overtones of heliotrope and stone fruit are faintly detected with the dark petals. And let's see, the last card that I've divined for you is Siren. Siren. Siren opens with a salty overtone of Pacific Ocean air and jasmine vines filled with tiny white blossoms along the coastal landscape. The blend dives deeper into the water with the notes of seaweed, driftwood, and ambergris, finished with a bonfire on the beach. These are very interesting cards mixed together. I'm getting a sort of dark, calming vibration from them. London Fog. This tells me that your magic is on the deeper end of the scale. It runs deep and it runs soft. You can use it to help heal, and you can use it to relax for yourself as well. So to me, you have some deeper healing magic involved. Black Iris. This to me tells me that your powers might be more available to you in the evening, and you are definitely connected to the feminine side of powers such as love, such as softness, such as calming, such as healing, such as water. And all of these together can create a very, very powerful, very, very almost omniscient power. So be careful as you grow into it. 1993. This tells me that your power, as I've told you before, is ancient. It's been around for a long time, but it's also dark. This talks of counterculture and going against the grain. And your power might even include a little bit more chaos than you first intend. So I'd be careful when wielding it and making sure you practice in safe places. Persephone. Persephone is a goddess. This means that your powers are derived directly from the gods, and I'd like for you to make sure that you're connecting to her on your own time, as this will help you find your path a little bit clearer. I would say definitely lighting candles at night for Persephone would help. And lastly, the siren. We talked about water. Your affinity is definitely close to the water as well. So I would definitely try to meditate around bodies of water and see how you connect with it, and see if you can find the little strings that pull you along and allow you to connect with your power on a deeper level. Lastly, I'd like to see if you can use your powers and sort of divine answers you're looking for. So I'm going to have you look into this crystal and into this light and listen for the whispers and see what words stand out to you. Listen for the whispers and see what words stand out to you. Stare into the light. Stare into the light. Stare. Stare into the light. And listen for the whispers. Stare into the light and listen for the whispers. Stare into the light and listen for the whispers. And listen for the whispers. Stare into the light and listen for the whispers. Stare into the light and listen for the whispers. Good. Hopefully that was helpful for you, because those messages were only made for you to hear. I hope this was helpful in discovering what magics might lie inside of you, and if you have any further questions or need more help with wielding or training, I am always of service as well. Thank you for coming in, and I'll see you next time.